What's up everyone, One of Us here. I was in China for the past 2 weeks, so I spent much less time on PC and much more time on phone, and that leads to me playing a lot more Honkai Star Rail. After reaching the highest tier possible in Currency Wars, it became my favorite game mode, and I found myself keep playing it just for fun. And without further ado, let's dive into this run. We started off with print more money, which gives free gold and doesn't lock us into any particular playstyle. As for the enemy augments, heavy footfall may be annoying, but it can be circumvented by having a photon shield or playing off-field strategies. Meanwhile, rapid cooling can be dealt with by Hyasing or HOYO. The investment strategy for the first playing is silver, which is not that exciting. I choose victories after victories, so that I can reach the interest cap at 50 gold as soon as possible. The store treated me well by giving me a sample to complete the 2 DoT bonds without refreshing. 2 DoT is one of the strongest bonds for the early game, especially if the enemy difficulty is not increased by gold or prismatic strategy, or they don't have purity of flesh and mind. Here, I bought HOYO-MiX to complete 2 express cohort bonds with Dan Heng. With 2 express cohorts and 2 DoT bonds, all 3 battles before the encounter node should be a piece of cake. As you can see, the Astral Express just one-shots almost everyone except for the Marastrak. But the Marastrak should just die to the DoT right when it acts, and it sure does, and everyone else just die to the DoT from the DoT bond. DoT bond is so good. At 1-4, I decided to just keep my 53 gold to earn the max interest because we have zero trouble dealing with the battle. At the supply phase, we got Kafka coming with a blue gem. Kafka will be the 3rd member for my DoT bond, and blue gem can be used to make DoT emblem, so that will be my 4th. So I can easily get 4 DoT even in playing 1, and if you can assemble 4 DoT in playing 1, you can just steamroll like even the hardest encounter. However, to make a DoT emblem, I'll need an armor, which I don't have right now, so I still can't assemble 4 DoT, or can't I? For some reason, I just got high excellence from the 2% chance from a forecast to complete the 4 DoT, and yeah, I should just steamroll this entire plan easily. Right before the boss in phase 1, we already got 93 gold, and after selling the characters from the crystals, we got 100 already. And I also got a box, and the box is lucky enough to have an armor, so I can just make a DoT emblem right here. That will give us the 5th DoT members. We still need our 6th, which is Black Swan. However, Black Swan is a 5 cost character, so my top priority here is to level up to 8 and 9 ASAP, so I can start searching for Black Swan. Here, let's enjoy the footage of 4 DoT obliterating Jeopard and his Silvermane guards.
记激活，接下来就是愉快的反击时间了。会是谁呢？站好了，不醉不归。
听我指令，注意力集中。
不痛啊！深海欢宴中，来自各位的悲鸣。该说再见了。好好晒个太阳。放轻松，收网标记激活，接下来就是愉快的反击时间了。
嘿嘿。
有点意思。星星啊，向开拓者们赐予你真正的祝福吧。
我们同在。
站好了。都有被风吹灭的那一天。
At 2-1, I had enough gold to reach level 8 and still be at max interest, and I easily won the battle just like the last one. The investment strategy at playing 2 is also silver, so it's not exciting, but it didn't increase the enemy difficulty at least. I chose cashback so I can earn more gold when chasing for a 2-star or maybe even 3-star backed Swan later. So with cashback, every time I see a 5-cost character in the shop, I'll just buy it and then sell it. I can do this for free, and if I do it like 3 times, I earn 3 golds, so it's basically free gold that way. 4 dots is still good enough to deal with the battle at 2-2, and as supplies phase, there's a Hysilence which is pretty great, but I chose to gamble for a chance of gems, and I did got one. Lucky me. Now, if I get another armor, I don't even need Black Swan to reach 6 dots. I thought my team was good enough to handle the next battle, so I decided not to search for 2-star Hysilence or other bonds. However, I will soon regret for my decision here, as the frenzied 2-4 battle stopped my current win streak and made me take damage for the very first time. I don't really care about the damage right now, but the loss of win streak was a huge blow to my income, reducing my win streak income from 4 to 1 gold. With the Purist lost, I chose to be safe and selected the easier encounter, because my current team cannot handle any high level encounter if I don't spend money to power it. Usually, even the easiest encounter is still harder than a battle, so obviously I lost here. But I choose to not power up my team because I want to save the most amount of my money so I can reach level 9 and start searching for Black Swan there. Lucky enough, I did get a batch produced armor from the reward node, so I can reach 6 DoT even without Black Swan. With extra gold, I decided to search for some 5 stars to power up my team, including Black Swan and Wild. I did find a Wild, which is pretty good because Wild can increase the remaining action value of the fight, effectively increasing my team's damage in another way. He works the best when he has Perpetual Machine or Charging Cell to help with his ult. I also assembled 3 AoE bonds because AoE bonds provides 2 puppet enemy targets to apply DoT onto, and they never go away, so my team can keep stacking DoT on those targets and trigger them to damage the entire enemy team. However, I was still unable to beat the playing 2 boss. Outside of 6 dot bond, my team is quite weak. Most of my team members were 1-star, including the carry Hysilence, and she also lacks actual equipment. This would have been fine at lower difficulty, but this is Valve Creator 20, the hardest difficulty possible in currency wars right now, and it punishes incompetent teams hard. In 3-1, I searched a bit more and found myself a 2-star Hysilence, a 2-star Welt, a 2-star Robin, and a Siren to support the team. However, Black Swan is still nowhere in sight, and I almost broke my bank, leaving myself at only 12 gold now. At least, my investment was enough to beat the battle at 3-1, leading to the investment strategy before 3-2. This time, the strategies are at golden quality. I was hoping for some exciting prismatic strategy, but this is fine too. Usually, I prefer strategies that gives out gem, but since I was already low on gold after searching for cards at 3-1, I chose 4 cost promotion. This gives me 12 gold outright and turns the next 4-star character I bought into 2-star, which is good for chasing 3-star Hycelens. I decided to keep my 31 gold and move forward to 3-2 combat. It was frenzied, but my team can still handle it. At the supply phase, there's a second siren, but I chose Silver Wolf with anti-grav boots, cause right now equipments are harder to get than a 5-star character, and my Hycelens needs anti-grav boots badly so she can act more times in a battle. Then I happened to get a Crystal Hairs Assemble from the shop, giving me a copy of each Crystal Hair. This gives me the second Siren, 3rd Tribi, 4th Hycelens, and I can just sell other characters that I don't need. After that, I managed to find another Siren for 2-star, a Hycelens that immediately turns into 2-star, and another Hycelens so I can spend my perfect projector to complete my 3-star Hycelens. 3-star Hycelens gets a huge boost to on-field strength and speed amplification, so she's much stronger now. And she stomped 3-4 combat, dealing more damage than the 6 DoT bond even. At 3-5 encounter, I was almost fully prepared to challenge Encounter 4. The only thing I need now is just Black Swan, who has been dodging me ever since the moment I hit level 9. Luckily, I got Sanquan from the shop and it flashed into a Black Swan. With Black Swan in place, I was fully prepared to challenge the hardest battle in this run. Phase 3 Frenzied Encounter 4 at 116 enemy difficulty.
这份力量，生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
不祥之争，对，水面下便是无尽深渊。助兴的好时机，不醉不归。以虹桥为指引，好好晒个太阳。谢谢，愿这一抹活力满满，开一路，纯净晴空。谢谢，活力满满的。 与你一起，群星为英雄闪耀。
这点程度。
群星回响。与我沉沦。请打开。
这份力量的沉重，生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
愿这一抹微拨开云雾，纯净晴空。别眨眼。愿海洋纵享欢宴，与我为因，改写毁灭。水面下便是无尽深渊。不祥之争。 深渊下，便是无尽深渊。献上一曲婉，不醉不归。深海欢宴中，来自各路的悲鸣。
我没事。
请打开心房吧，好好晒个太阳，谢谢。活力满满呢，嘿，此为永恒。这是生命。深渊下，便是无尽深渊。
交给我吧。
不祥之争，
这份力量的生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
起飞！别眨眼，愿海洋纵享欢宴，小心被浪花划，与我沉沦。深渊下，便是无尽深渊。别让大家久等。
及时的是，
愿这一幕多开一路，重见晴空。准备好唤醒灵，收下答案。没用了哟。献上一曲挽歌，不醉不归。深海欢宴中，来自各路的悲鸣。起飞！厄运之势。拦住他！深渊下，便是无尽深渊。清晰，回响。成功！与我沉沦。
这份力量的生存还是毁灭，你别无选择。
此为永恒。别眨眼，愿海洋纵享欢宴。起飞！不祥之争。
不会准备成功。
Mission complete!
And with Encounter 4 clear, the final boss is just a piece of cake. Though I screwed up a little bit and wasn't able to clear it with 1 cycle remaining, missing the extra health from 1 cycle remaining reward as well as the triple S rank. Still, S rank is already enough to rank up 3 times if I'm not at the highest rank already. That's it for this run of Currency Wars, and thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one.